So the winner of the poll was my latest album, Come, which is here. There we go, it's on vinyl and CD. And you can purchase it from Our Real Records, or from me, it shows. And I thought I would also tell you, as well as playing the whole album in full, in sequential order, I will tell you the stories behind each song. So the first song on the album is called Numbskin, and it's about my friend Old Seed, or Craig Bajering, as his real name. And he's from Canada, he's from Winnipeg in Canada, and he moved to the middle of Germany. He was in a place called Mansbach and then Kassel. He owned a bar in Kassel, and now I believe he's in Berlin. Fantastic, amazing songwriter, and really lovely guy, really cool, easygoing person, and absolutely love Old Seed to bits. So I wrote a song for him after we've toured a few times together, and many funny stories I can tell you about that. And I played it at his wedding, which he's now divorced, but that's a different matter altogether. But I wrote this song about him because I really admire him. I admire his music, but I also admire him as a person. And the song's called Numbskin. And on this track, on the album, there's double bass from Tim Loud, and Rick Blakelock plays some very distinctive drum lines on it from the band of Forest of Stars. But I'm going to do this whole thing acoustic, so the song is Numbskin. 21 or 33, you were the seed that fell furthest from the tree. In days of old, you'd have been a brave knight, winning your battles so gallantly. But we've all got a chink in the armor, and we've all got an itch we got to scratch. But sometimes that itch, it becomes an irritation, and that itch, it becomes a rash. Leveled out at 45, put the car in drive. There's no chance in looking back, there's no rearview mirror in this life. We've all got a chink in the armor, and we've all got an itch we got to scratch. But sometimes that itch, it becomes an irritation, and that itch, it becomes a rash. So I'll keep playing the numbers game, just to stop myself going insane. Keep playing the numbers game, yeah, just to stop myself, yeah, just to stop myself going insane. So we move on to track number 2. Track number 2 is about one of my favourite places to play in the world, and it's called Aveiro, and it's in Portugal. And I wrote this song about this town in particular because I love coming there to play. I've got loads of friends, I've played all over. The venue I play the most is probably Mercado Negro, where in fact the promo video for this song is recorded. It was literally my iPad, which we're filming on now, stuck out of a window on time lapse, and that's how the video appeared. And I'm not a professional video maker, but I thought I'd make a little clip showing what was just going on outside the window. And there's like gondolas there. It looks a bit like Venice, which I mentioned in the song. Also, I've got loads of really cool friends there and played so many good gigs. I've even played right next to the big football stadium, which I don't believe is even used for football these days. It was built for the Euros and I don't think got used after that, or much anyway. It's very colourful and arty and designy, but anyway, Aveiro is a cool place and I've got lots of really cool friends there, and I wrote this song about it. And on the record there's lots of orchestration between myself and Robert Hobson. We made it sound very, very grandiose. Rob was really, really good. I mean, did an amazing job recording the album, but also helped me with a lot of the string arrangements because I'm not a string arranger. And it sounds absolutely epic, this track. But down to an acoustic guitar, it is very, very simplistic. It's in G, which is why I was retuning, and goes like this. Little old place down by the sea, where the Atlantic hits the beach. It looks a lot like Venice, but it's not, you see. It's Aveiro. Yeah, it's Aveiro. Played a gig last night in the Pimpolino Pimp. These Portuguese are so goddamn nice to me. They like a laugh and they like a drink, and that's okay with me, 'cause we're in Aveiro. Yeah, we're in Aveiro. Maybe I'll go into town, see my friend Tiago, Pedro and Teresa too, and me and Joel will drink and laugh the whole night through, 'cause we're in Aveiro. Yeah, we're in Aveiro. Yeah, we're in Aveiro. Yeah, we're in Aveiro. And that was Aveiro. And this next one was a fairly minimal one, in fact. It was literally just myself on guitar and my voice, and a little bit of atmospheric violin playing from the wonderful Kieran O'Malley, who plays violin on the record. Very fantastic string section of Kieran O'Malley, Katie Stone and Flo Fawcett, who are a brilliant trio and did an amazing job, because I can't play strings, that's for sure. If I played a violin it would sound like somebody killing a cat. Anyway, I wrote this next song in an art space that myself and my friend Peter Verwimp, aka Astereth, stayed at on tour when we played in Leeuwarden. Leeuwarden is in Friesland, and in fact in Friesland they have their own language. They speak Dutch majority because it's in the Netherlands, but they have their own language, which is quite interesting. And also they have their own tower that's leaning. It's not like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it's the Leaning Tower of Friesland, or Leeuwarden I guess, but it's not as well known. Anyway, I wrote this song very, very quickly. In fact, it came really fast, just sitting around, hanging out, and I just wrote this song in this art space. It's called One Day at a Time, and it's about the fact that I'm a terrible tourist, and I will just sit in a room and write a song about being a terrible tourist. So here we go. my life one day at a time. Yeah, I'm living my life one day at a time. So I've been to Paris and I've been to Rome, but I'm telling you, man, there's no place like home. 'Cause I'm living my life one day at a time. Yeah, I'm living my life one day at a time. So I saw the Colosseum and the Eiffel Tower too. But to be honest, I'd like to hang with you, 'cause I'm living my life one day at a time. Yeah, I'm living my life one day at a time. So I've never been much of a tourist, and I like a drink, it's true. And I'd like to have a drink with you, 'cause I'm living my life one day at a time. Yeah, I'm living my life one day at a time. Yeah, just living this life one day at a time. So that was One Day at a Time, and this next song is called Sleep, and this song has an amazing video to it made by my friend Charlie. It's an animated video, and like all my videos, I don't, apart from these live ones obviously, I don't appear in them. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's really, really amazing. She did such an amazing job making this video, and absolutely love it. It seems not many people have watched it, but you should, because it's beautiful. It's much better than looking at me. And the song is called Sleep. I love sleeping. I'm just not very good at it. I suffer quite badly from insomnia, and goes like this. It's probably the shortest song on the album. But in sleep I have a home, and in sleep I'm not afraid, 'cause she holds me tight, and we drift away. And though the rain may pour down outside, underneath warm blankets I hide. And though that wind may rattle that window pane, inside I'm gonna stay. But in sleep I have a home, and in sleep I'm not afraid, 'cause she holds me tight, and we drift away. In my dreams I can fly away, yeah, over 7 seas, or through the Middle East, or from those gates of hell. but in sleep I'm home, and in sleep I'm not afraid, 'cause she holds me tight and we drift away. Sleep well tonight. I always hear Kieran's little melody that we put at the end of that one, but I can't play it on the guitar, so it's just in my head. You'll have to watch the video to see that one. Okay, so we're on to the last song of side A of the record. If you've got it on vinyl, this will be the last song of side A. And this song is a tribute to one of my favourite artists, Will Oldham, aka Bonnie Prince Billy, Palace Brothers, Palace Music. Sure, he's had other monkeys as well. I'd love Will Oldham to make a video for this. I have messaged him a couple of times. He's not replied. He's a very busy man, I'm sure. So I'm sure he's far too busy to make me a video. But if anybody knows Will Oldham, give him a nudge. Say Tim Holhouse wants you to make a video for his song that's a tribute to him. So this song is a tribute to one of my favourite artists, Bonnie Prince Billy. It's called Prince of the Palace. Well, I'm no longer sitting in that minor place, and I don't feel so bad about today. 'Cause I like to feel the wind in my hair and that sun in my face. So I may not be the prince of this palace, but I'm the king of my own destiny. To all my friends I've loved and lost, yeah, I'm missing you all so dearly. That song was Prince of the Palace, and the slide bit in the middle is actually played on the pedal steel guitar, not lap steel, pedal steel guitar, by the fantastic Benjamin William Pike, who came in and played some absolutely amazing stuff. So we flip over to side 2, or if you've got CD, just keep running, and it is track number 6. It's called 24 Hours Come, which is kind of the title track of the album. And this song is about quitting smoking. Now, those who know me probably quite well have seen me as a smoker over the years. I'm currently about 2.5 months not smoking, but I've quit so many times. I wrote this song about always quitting smoking. And it's called 24 Hours because the Le Mans 24 Hours was a big scandal when they had to take off all the cigarette sponsorships off the cars many years ago, and I found it kind of an amusing way to put that into the song. So the song was called 24 Hours. It's for anybody who's trying to quit smoking. I'm currently doing all right. but we'll see. Maybe today I'll finally quit smoking. I know I said that so many times before, but I promise you this smoke will be my last. And hey, I'm not judging you, 'cause I know we had some good times. Hell yeah, we had some good times. So for the first time I'm in the race, and nobody's gonna lap me. Or maybe I don't have my eyes on the prize. At least I can say I tried. At least I know I tried. So come on and sing with me today. So come on and sing with me today. Come on and sing with me today. So come on and sing with me today. So that was 24 Hours Come. That was the song about quitting smoking. I've got many foibles, and this next one's another one of my many foibles, or neuroses, I guess you could call it. I am absolutely petrified of heights. I have vertigo. I can't stand being up high. When I was younger, when I was about 12, my school went on a trip to France, which is also the reason I'm a vegetarian. Though I saw a horse being slaughtered on the same trip and equated where meat came from and became a vegetarian not long after that. So that trip was very informative, but also I'm absolutely shit scared of heights, and we went to go up the Eiffel Tower, and I made it up one leg and had a panic attack. Not only was the lift very crowded, it was also quite high up, and then I had a panic attack, and then I was taken back down, and I was sitting there going, couldn't breathe properly. So I have vertigo pretty badly. I don't do heights very well, so you'll never see me going up higher. Though I've done a few. I did a couple of balcony TV sessions and Twin Peaks session, and I was probably shitting my pants probably the whole time when I was doing those. So if you ever see any videos of me up high, in fact the Twin Peaks one I'm wearing sunglasses so that I couldn't see the surrounding heights, so it made it a bit easier. But yeah, it's not good me in heights. Anyway, this song's called I'm Not Icarus. It's about my fear of heights, because I'm not Icarus. Icarus thought he could fly higher than the sun. He's a fucking idiot. I see the rooftop from my pillow. I see the moon stars, but I know I'll never reach those moon stars. But I can dream forevermore. 'Cause I'm not a Icarus, won't fly higher than the sun. No, I'm not a Icarus, if you won't leave the ground tonight. They say the sky is the limit, but man, don't go that high. They say you got to have the hip for heights, but I don't go there right now. Cause I'm not a chorus, but won't fly higher than the sun. No, I'm not a chorus, but they won't leave the ground tonight. They could stop fly higher than the sun, but me, I'll keep my feet planted on the ground. Cause I'm not a chorus, but won't fly higher than the sun. No, I'm not a chorus, they won't leave the ground tonight. No, I'm not a chorus. No, I'm not a chorus. No, I'm not a chorus right now. That was the song about fear of heights. And we're getting into the penultimate song of the album now. And we're going back to the G tuning, G major, a key I play in quite a lot. And this song is called Placid Lake, and I wrote this song, well, kind of half of it was actually sound check. The first few chords are actually were just the chords I used to play in sound check to check the guitar was working, and it then ended up turning into a song one day in Finland. So and it's about being lazy and not wanting to do stuff, which sometimes I do feel like doing. I am bipolar, so some days I just really don't feel like doing anything. I'm depressed, and then most of the time I'm manic as hell and trying to do 1,000,001 things like this. So sometimes it is good to relax, though. It is good to relax. Let my brain settle down. So this song's about sitting by a lake in Finland, swimming, drinking long drinks, having a good time. Today I'm up with the people, I'm really in the mix. I leave the city behind me, and I head down to my Aveiro. My skin's gonna be corrosive, and I try to find something in me. Yeah, I try to find something in me. Just for a little while. Just for a little while. I head down my placid lake, and maybe in a little while, yeah, maybe in a little while, I head back to that rat race. They say that work is for the masses, to stop them from subverting. That I'm not being sick or frantic. I say sometimes I don't. Sleep is a commodity I'd really like to eat. But some say it's for the hungry, and some say it's for the weak. But I'm happy. Just for a little while. Just for a little while. I head down to my placid lake, and maybe in a little while, yeah, maybe in a little while, I head back to that rat race. And you can dance if you wanna dance, be the dancing queen of the song. And dance if you wanna dance. wanna dance. Be the dancing queen of a song. That was Placid Lake, and that song was inspired, in fact, by Mark Eitzel, who was in a band called the American Music Club. It's also the most upbeat song on the album, I feel. It's the most sort of tempo heavy. It's almost got like a disco ending on that ending bit as well. Maybe a little nod to ABBA there, maybe. So we're on to the last song of the album. The last song of the album is London, which is a city I've lived in on and off for the last 20 odd years. And it's a place I call home now. I live in a place called Bromley, but which is a sort of suburb. But I grew up in Portsmouth and was born in Dorchester, if you needed my history. But I moved to London. It was a big move. I was living in Exeter before that, and it was, you know, it's a huge city, and Exeter's a kind of tiny city. I got very comfortable in the tiny city, and I needed to throw myself out. Also, my band moved up here, so I moved to London, and in the first few weeks I wrote this sort of poem about London to kind of get my head around it after I'd been on a night walk around London, getting to grips with the city, because it's a very big city, many millions of people living here, and so to get my head around it, I wrote this poem, and then lost the poem many years later, rediscovered it when going through a box of stuff at my mum and dad's house, and decided to write this song from that poem. And it's the last track on the album, and it's also the only track that features a distorted electric guitar. It has a big epic ending, obviously not now because it's on an acoustic guitar, but this is London. This is the final track on Come. Those dirty old streets of London town, where they build you up just to put you down. Yeah, we're in London town. See the litter on the streets and those neon signs as the cars rush over Tower Bridge. I'll walk on by. I'm here in London town. I'm here in London town. Didn't come here to seek my fame or fortune. I just came here to get away. For whatever that means anyway. Yet I'm here in London town. Yeah, I'm here in London town. Watch those city lights go out here in London town. Watch those city lights go out here in London town. Watch those city lights go out here in London town. Thank you very much for listening to this, and also anybody who voted in the poll. Thank you so much for voting, and I must say a thank you to all the musicians who played on the record. We'll start from the start with Rick Blakelock, played drums. Then we had Tim Loud, who played double bass. We had Kieran O'Malley on violin. We had Florence Fawcett on cello, Katie Stone on violin. We had James William Boston on piano, and then we had Ben Pike on pedal steel guitar. Robert Hobson recorded and also played a little bit of guitar on there. Katie Stone also sang some backing vocals as well as playing violin. And Ian at RL Records for releasing it on vinyl, CD and download. Thank you anybody who's bought it. Really appreciate it. It was a real work of passion to get this album put together. So thank you so much, and thanks for voting it the #1 album of mine. Hopefully the next one will be as popular. Thank you so much. I've been Tim Holhouse, and the album was called Come. Oh, I should thank Marcus and Sophia, the kids who drew the sleeve as well, and all the kids who did artwork for it. Thank you so much. Cheers, people. Stay safe.